This is Rob Tubbett for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Very excited today because I'm joined by Hall of Famer, former multi-weight world champion, the body snatcher. Show the ring into the camera. There he is. It's the Hall of Famer, the body snatcher, Mike McCALLUM. We're here in Las Vegas. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Good. As I say to you off camera, it's a little bit surreal for me talking to you. I didn't expect to see you today. Let's go back to the start. We'll try and skate through it. As I said, I try not to keep you here for too long. Talk to me about your career. How did a man from Jamaica, from humble origins, go on to be one of the most respected fighters in boxing history?
I trained very hard. I'm very dedicated. I do more than I should do because I want to be on top at all times. And I always think how to win. I love winning. I hate to lose. So I try to do everything I have to do to win.
Now, your amateur career started off well. Obviously, you won the Commonwealth Games. How big of an experience was that for you so early in your career?
Great. I won the AAU and the Golden Glove back here too, in America. And I also won the Central American Championship, Commonwealth Games. So I was doing pretty good for myself as an amateur.
You did do pretty good for yourself. When did you first start boxing, Mike?
When, what year? How old I was about 15. Don't remember the year. About 15.
Did you always want to be a fighter, or was that something that just grew on you?
I never think about fighting, but I know I could fight good. And everybody would be in my school would say I'm a boxer. No, I ain't no boxer. But then again, in the neighborhood I was from in Jamaica, there are a lot of well-known fighters, like Bonner Grant. I don't know if you're back to that guy. Way back, yeah. Bonner Grant, Percy, Roy Goss. Those guys were top guys then, and I was training the same gym with them at Dragon Chair. And to watch them, I used to talk about me. You're going to be all right. You're a bad boy, you know, so I didn't know what they're talking about.
Now, as I said to you off camera, I could speak to you for hours, but I don't have the time, so let's go through your career and kind of pick out some of the highlights. Fight with Julian Jackson, probably one of the most exciting two-round fights that you're ever likely to see. Talk to me about that fight.
Exciting fight was a vicious fight. It was hard. It hit me with a right hand, and I went to the ground so fast. I didn't know I was up and down. You know, 'cause I never get knocked down before. So I dropped him right back up. I said, "I'm all right. I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right." You know, to myself, I'm saying, "I'm all right. Yeah, Mike, you're all right." And we started fighting again because I dropped. Cause Julian punches hard. Get up, and I hit him one time with the right hand. And he went down. I said, "Oh, you shouldn't have did that. You can give it, but you can't take it." Oh, I was all over him then.
Was Julian Jackson the hardest punch you were ever in the ring with?
Oh, yes. No question.
How hard did he punch?
It hit me, and my legs were doing all kind of funny stuff. And I'm saying, "What's wrong with my leg?" And I grabbed him, you know, and I walked a little bit. I said, "Yeah, my leg's all right now, I can fight." Boy, he hard.
Hard, yeah. Well, everybody who says he's like one of the pound-for-pound hardest punchers ever.
And he's this skinny and punch like a mule.
Talk to me.
Mule kick.
Mule kick.
Yeah, mule kick you. Bow.
Another breakout fight for yourself was your win over Don Curry in 5 rounds. Talk to me about that fight.
Very technical fight. Donald Curry was really the Cobra. You know what I mean? He don't miss shots. He take his time and he plot and he jab. So I'm saying, why he plot, and he throw that right hand, he don't miss. Hit me that right hand, and it was a good right hand too, you know? And I felt it. I grabbed him to a walk. Let's go for a walk.
I mean, you were one of the most technical, one of the most defensively sound fighters that went around. Was that kind of the secret to your longevity? I mean, you started at light middleweight, you worked your way right up to cruiserweight. Was that your secret?
You're the only one that asked me that question. That is my secret. I know how to shift shots. I know how to block shot. And when I get hit, I know how to grab.
You went through your professional career, you were unbeaten as a super welterweight, light middleweight, and then you moved up and boxed KALAMBAY, who I think, alongside yourself, was one of the more underrated fighters of that era.
Bad boy.
Very bad boy. Talk to me about that fight. What was it like having your first loss as a professional?
Devastated. But you know, I didn't feel good. I went there late. Went over there to fight late. 4 days. I should be there 2 weeks, because you know over there in France, Italy, you got to adjust, yeah. I didn't know anything about that. So I adjust in time. So when the fight was done, I started feeling good. I felt better than I felt in the fight. What's going on? But KALAMBAY was a bad boy. I'm not taking anything away from him. He boxes beautiful. A jab. He boxes like me. He jab like me. You know what I mean? I'm saying to myself, this guy here boxes like me a little, you know? So we had a good time, but I didn't have the strength.
Now, James Toney, who is my favourite fighter, very bad boy. You had 3 fights with him that were all outstanding technical fights. Talk to me about your time in the ring with James Toney.
It was good, but I wish one thing. When I fight James Toney, I wish I was younger. I was a bit old, but I'm not taking anything away from him. He was a hell of a fighter. And he learned from me. Things I used to do to him in the first fight, he would try and do that back to me in the second fight. I said, wait a minute. This guy is something else. He learns and he perfects it well. He's a hell of a fighter.
I spoke to Freddie Roach once, and Freddie Roach told me that some fighters are born to fight, and he said James Toney was born to fight. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. I think I was born to fight too.
I didn't ask him about you, but I agree with you. You are born to fight. You fought him 3 times. How was he different each time?
Well, he was younger than me, much younger. So he learned from me, and he increased what he learns. And he's younger, he adjusts things, and he learn and he keep doing better things than he used to do before.
Now, I think it's a measure of just how good you were, that you achieved what you achieved, yet people still label you the most underrated fighter. I mean, when I ask trainers or fighters about underrated fighters, your name always comes up. Does that make you feel happy, or does that make you feel sad that you didn't get the fights?
Yeah, that's right. Sad I didn't get the fight. Because I would show my skills, I would showcase my skills. And I got the fights. Thomas Hearns fight. We work out in the gym many days. And I beat up Tommy in the gym. He wouldn't fight me. And Corey, we had some hell of a workouts. Braxton. And I beat all 3 of them. Because they fight me. I know I beat Tommy for 4 times.
Out of the quote-unquote the 4 kings, would Tommy have been the one that you would have wanted to fight the most? Would it have been Marvin Hagler? Would it have been Sugar Ray Leonard? Who would you have had to fight?
Leonard. I'd like to fight Leonard.
Why?
I'd like to fight Tommy too, because I feel I beat Tommy. But I'd like to fight Leonard.
Why?
Because he's the one that's the best one. I like the best one. I like to put my skill with his.
Sorry, we're gonna be wrapping up soon anyway. So you're now a trainer. How is training different to fighting?
Oh, it's different. You know, it's easier. You train a fighter. You teach them what you learn and what you know. As a fighter, you can do what you have to do, but it's a different thing. You know, you fight, and now you got to teach fighters how to do. You know what to do in the ring and to win, how to win.
Okay, well, Mike McCALLUM, I could stand here and talk to you all day, but I'm not going to. Thank you so much for speaking to Boxing Social, and I really hope I catch up with you sometimes.
All right, I hope so too.
Thank you. Legend.